This video we are going to discuss the corporate finance and the financial manager. So this is just an introduction to this book, and these are the learning objectives that we're going to um, learn at the end of this chapter, like grasp the importance of financial information for both personal and business lives. So it's like finance is not only for the business and but also for the personal, but of course this is more this book is discussing all about more most of them are discussing about the business part for lives. Okay, second, understand importance features the more main. So we are going to discuss about the other form of businesses like the sole, the partnership, and like others limited, and also we have the corporation, but most are we are discussing the corporation. What we have discussed in here is that we use the corporation. Third is the goal. We will discuss what's the goal of the financial manager, why they are hired by the investors, and why the fourth is know the corporation is managed and controlled, how the financial managers are doing that in order to maximize the wealth. And third is we need to understand what are the financial markets, how are they are what they call this one, how they are part of this wealth management by the finance managers. And last is we have to recognize the role of financial institutions, how they play the financial cycle of the economy. So well, in this book, we are going to discuss what the primary role of the financial manager in making some decisions, which the goal is to maximize the value of the business. Now, what's the point of reference for the valuation value of the business? Of course, the market. So, for example, if the investor is investing 100 million, so once the finance manager is going into managing the wealth of the investors, now that 100 million will later on become like, for example, 150 million. Now, the valuation, I mean, the value of 150 million of the firm is depend upon the how the market is accepting the value. Okay. However, before it will happen, of course, there must be some activities or some injected formula models that are used by or to be used by financial managers in order to make that happen. That according to the perspective some of the players in the financial markets, that the value of the firm is not the same as 100 million. It's now 150 million. Okay. Now, here first is we need to know why do we have to study finance. Okay, in this portion, we are going to appreciate what is finance from our personal to the business. So starting from our personal decision making in maximizing our the worth of our what we have now is that basically we start saving how much we save the retirement like that there is some personal decision. Then we can why do we need to make car loan instead of lease, so we need to weigh which one would take advantage in terms of cost and benefits, and whether a particular stock is a good investment. So we need to that's a personal, so we invest here in this company A or company B. Then we know how to evaluate our mortgage. It's better to rent or to have a mortgage instead of rent. So which one is better? So depending upon your preference and your goal in your personal. Okay. So when it comes to the business, now the your decision making will now be turned into like this. We have should a firm launch a new product or not, or should they push which supplier should be firm choose, which one give advantage to the company, like in terms of the terms of the credit, like that, and the flexibility of the supplies or availability of the supplies, like that, or the sustainability of the supplier. Third is examples you outsource or we have to make. That's part of the finance decision. Should your firm issue new stock or borrow money? Which one is which one can help you to augment the value of your firm or your stocks? How can you raise money to start up the firm? So these are when it comes to that. So that's why in here we are going to use or to know what are the valuation principle. So which is commonly for personal also and for the business. Okay. So we are going to weigh the cost and benefits. So of course we are to be more inclined on having more benefits than the cost, which sometimes our decision making will involve a long term, like we have to take some risk in the long run while we are having more cost here in the short run rather than the benefits then, but in the long run we are some certainty that we can reap all the benefits more than the cost that we're going to spend after like 5 years or 10 years instead. Okay, so um, we have some major experiences, like for instance 2007 2009, that all the credit lines are freeze. It's because of some severe economic depression or recession that a lot of stocks or values are really declined, and a lot of failures. So not all of them, but most of them are doing that because of some that caused by some like underlying when it comes to underlying financial assets that were rooted to the real estate business. Okay, so it started there.